What's up, everybody? Today we are going to be looking at cars. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Focus. Speed. I am speed. One winner. 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Breakfast? Maybe I should have had breakfast. A little brekkie could be good for me. No, stay focused. Speed. I'm faster than fast, quicker than quick. I am lightning.
Hey, Lightning, you ready?
Oh, yeah. Lightning's ready.
I'm American made, but a lot Chevrolet. My mama taught me wrong from right. I was born in the South. Sometimes I have a big mouth when I see something that I don't like. I gotta say it.
So Cars was Pixar's 7th movie released in 2006 and initially was shown at Lowe's Motor Speedway, followed by a theatrical release on June 9th. Cars did well, grossing up to $462 million, while only costing Pixar $120 million, which is quite impressive. Made quite a profit there, but unfortunately for them, it lost Happy Feet for all the awards that year. So no awards this round for Pixar, but it did make money, which led to us getting 2 sequels that we will see in the future.
Hey, look, there's Miss Sally.
What, where?
You're in love with Miss Sally.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you do.
No way.
What?
Come on, look.
You're in love with Miss Sally.
Okay, that's real
You're in
mature,
love with
made a
Miss
real
Sally.
grown up.
You love her, you love her,
Wait,
you love her, you love her, you love her.
All right,
you love her,
okay,
you
it
love
made her enough.
Well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. This movie is a meme. This movie is a joke. I love this movie. It is just funny. It is dumb. It is not. It's not the same quality as like Toy Story or that kind of range or that echelon of movies that I've sorted out last time. It's not there. We all know what this movie was. I didn't when I was a kid. I enjoyed the crap out of this movie, and honestly, I still do. But now, at my older age, I can tell when something's good and I enjoy it, and when something's bad and I enjoy it, and I feel guilty about enjoying it. But I do anyways. I quoted the hell out of this movie. This movie it's so quotable growing up. Everyone's seen it. Everyone's watched it. You can see by the numbers that everyone's watched this movie. What makes this movie so good for me? The cast. The cast is incredible. Owen Wilson, Paul Newman, and Larry the Cable Guy. And that's all you needed. This movie killed it. It just had the right characters, the right cast. The story wasn't really that good. It wasn't that interesting. It was pretty basic. You knew what was going to happen. You didn't have those heartfelt moments like you did in those other movies like Toy Story. So yeah, it's not reaching those levels. What it did have was a goofy story, characters that were likable, and I guess overall for a kids movie, that's all you really need. I mean, the soundtrack was also kick-ass. I loved the soundtrack in this movie. Probably the best one of any Pixar movie.
What are you doing, kid?
I think the king should finish his last race.
You just gave up the piston cup. You know that?
Ah, this grumpy old race car I know once told me something.
It's just an empty cup.
Darryl, is pushing on the last lap legal?
Hey, man, he's not really pushing him. He's just giving him a little bump draft. Hey, what? What's going on? That's what I call racing right there.
Cute lesson right there. But if someone in my life just quit and gave up to help the competition, I would be pretty upset with them, especially if I was like 10 or 12 and playing soccer and trying to win the championship and someone just helped the other kid out win. I would not handle that well. So that's a cute lesson, but not really applicable in real life. And that's kind of my big point. The moral of the story is Pixar needed to make money. Selling toy cars is a great way to profit off little boys. And as you can see in the box office, it did that wonderfully. Is that wrong? Is that moral? I don't know. I don't care. really. I think we all know what this movie is. I enjoyed this movie, but it's not the same quality as the other movies on this list. So let's go through the list real quick. At number 6, A Bug's Life. Toy Story at number 5. Monsters Inc. at number 4. Toy Story 2 at number 3. And The Incredibles at number 2. And Finding Nemo at number 1 in a tier of its own. You can see the tiers listed out right there. This is pretty cut and dry where I think this movie is. I do not think it's in that blue purplish tier that you see from Toy Story to The Incredibles. So it doesn't even cross Toy Story. It doesn't even come close. So the question is it better than A Bug's Life? Now, in my eyes, both those movies are pretty mid. They're not great movies. A Bug's Life was pretty dry and boring. I enjoyed this movie a lot more. Neither of them are exactly great stories. I thought of them both were kind of lame stories. But this movie made me giggle and laugh. And maybe I'm just nostalgic for it. But it's my list. So I'm going to put Cars over A Bug's Life. So I just want to get this on the record. This list isn't made off of vibes and nostalgia. I'm trying to rank what movie is the best. So when I say it's my list, I'm going to make my choice. I'm trying to make the right choice. And honestly, I think Cars has a better soundtrack, which is the big one for me. Soundtrack goes far. No matter what the quality of this movie was going to be, I was going to enjoy the music in it, which lifts it up. And comparing two movies, the other thing is this movie makes me laugh a lot more than A Bug's Life. I don't think the comedy is as good as like Monsters Inc. or Toy Story 2, but I still think it's funny. I think a lot of it's just Tow Mater is just a dumb character, and I enjoy it probably more than I should. And I think a lot of people are in the same boat. Not a big Larry the Cable Guy fan in general, but for whatever reason, I enjoy him when he plays this character. And big Owen Wilson fan as I've grown older, so finding out that he played Lightning McQueen is incredible. But yeah, it's clearly better than A Bug's Life for me. It's just a more enjoyable movie. It just doesn't have that quality to be in that blue tier. And that's okay, because I don't think Disney was really trying to make a quality movie here. The script did not have the same substance as the Monsters Inc., where they're like we just watched The Incredibles. So here's the list as it stands. At number 7, A Bug's Life. Number 6, Cars. 5, Toy Story. 4, Monsters Inc. 3, Toy Story 2. Number 2, The Incredibles. And then number 1, all alone in its own tier, Finding Nemo. So like I said, Cars just outreached A Bug's Life. Not good enough to be in Toy Story. Honestly, not that good of a movie. Probably in that 70s range. I forget where I put A Bug's Life, but it's probably like the 75-ish, 73-ish, 78-ish. Probably somewhere in that range. I would have to think of it more. I think I would lean towards that 75-ish, that C range. But that's what I think. Let me know if you have different opinions or if you agree with me. I've done 7 movies so far. If I'm hitting the exact same things, we might be best friends. If we are, let me know. If we're not, tell me what you have different. Like, subscribe, share this video with other people so I can continue to grow and we can do more of this. But that's all I have for right now. I'll see y'all next time. Ciao.